The year is 1990, and Alex Seropian, soon to be president and CEO of Bungie, enrolls in a mathematics degree in the University of Chicago. While living at home, Seropian came into conflict with his father due to not wanting to be a wage cuck. To illustrate his point, Seropian manned up and did something for society. This starts Bungie's road as one employee releases its first ever game called Wannabe, a replica of Pong. Like any good Samaritan, he releases it for free, while selling the source code for only $15. That is $37.08 as of 2025. Nice. 1992. 2 years have passed since we last heard of Will Seropian. He meets Jason Jones in a course of artificial intelligence. They both hit it off immediately, and as Jones becomes Bungie's lead programmer, Alex learns the art of business. As months pass, they then release another banger, Minotaur, a role-playing Mac game. Do keep in mind this whole time Bungie has only been developing Macintosh OS games. The game roughly sells 2,500 copies. Not bad, not good. Just breaking even. With this reality in hand, they decide it's do or die, thus releasing Pathway into Darkness. It's a hit. People love it. Given the success, they managed to relocate their office from an abandoned school next to a crack house to downtown Chicago, a side grade. As a cherry on top, it wins Adventure Game of the Year. Now armed with money and experience in hand, Alex and Jones are ready to step into the big leagues. 1994 is a big year for Bungie. After much deliberation, leadership has an idea. Hey, stories in games are pretty good. Then, Marathon, a story-driven sci-fi shooter, slowly but surely creating loyal fanbase. Then, they gave it a sequel, in Windows OS with some backlash from Macintosh aliases. With a core segment of the population acquired, Bungie then released Myth, their very first strategy sim, to succeed even more. It seems management did have a brilliant idea after all. It is also to note that during this time, Bungie was being manned by degenerate gamers, drinking only pizza, soda, with 14-hour shifts. Outstanding. Yes, pizza-only diets with 14-hour shifts. 1999. When most people think of Halo, they imagine a cool green Tin Man shooting aliens in space. And yes, that is correct. But the real story is way messier, way funnier, and way more convoluted than that. Macworld Expo is just around the corner, and Bungie is quietly cooking up a top-secret space shooter that will eventually redefine history as we know it. Microsoft Smelling Gold decides to casually acquire this studio. The reason? None particularly given. The heads of the studio forgot. Fast forward to November, people are lining up outside stores with bloodthirst. People ready to tear each other's throats over a physical copy of this game. Simpler times when there was no online delivery. Normies, hardcore gamers, and Redditors who never leave their basements, they're all there. And then it drops. Halo Combat Evolved hits the shelves. The result? Absolute chaos. Cool green man. Aliens. Guns that go pew pew. Vehicles that go vroom vroom. The game sells over 6.5 million copies on release, and the suits upstairs are ecstatic. Champagne, hookers, and cocaine, you name it. They made bank. Anyone with a brain for business or just a pulse could see the golden goose staring them in the face, so naturally, administration greenlights a sequel. The only problem? 2 years and 10 months. No pressure. 2004, Game Expo comes. Trailer drops. The hype train leaves the station and forgets to pick up brake fluid. Bungie got to work in a standard 14-hour shift, fueled by caffeine, adrenaline, and pizza. Then November 9th rolls around, and by some miracle, Halo 2 ships. The game obliterates records, making $125 million on release. Halo is now a cash-printing franchise. Money does not grow on trees, but it does on sweaty, overworked gamers in a den. Static, the suits announce, "Guys, it's time for another Halo." Bungie nods. The programmers cry. All is well with the world. Originally, Halo 3 was supposed to wrap up the story, a perfect trilogy ending. But this cow still has milk, and the plans have changed. E3 2006. Trailer drops. Fans explode. Developers cry. It's glorious. Halo 3 invades every facet of real life. Energy drinks, Halo. Soda, Halo. Toys, Halo. Burger King, Halo. Christ, it is glorious. All it took was the sanity of 135 developers. A fair trade. Then, 2007, Halo 3 lands. It shatters records once again. $170 million on release day. Microsoft executives' knees grow weak, their breath rough, and their eyes rolling into their skull from their sheer payday they just received. For the developers, pizza parties continue and the Adderall supply is dangerously low. The suits? They've cracked the code. Halo is now officially a cultural juggernaut, spawning games, books, anime, you name it. Life is good. Or so they thought. Chapter 2. 2007, October arrives. Microsoft alongside Bungie have announced a divorce, with Microsoft keeping custody of the child. Monsters. All and any intellectual property related to Halo was now owned by Microsoft. A fair trade. After the terms of the separation were concluded, Bungie would visit its child 2 last times as was allowed by the court order. These instances gave us Reach and Halo 3 ODST, the first one being loved by many and hated by few. The second being a masterpiece retelling the story of the average Joe in the Halo universe. These 2 games remind us what would happen to you if you were not the main character in the Halo universe. 2009 to 2016, Destiny, the Golden Grind. April 2010, Bungie announces a publishing agreement with world-renowned company Blizzard, surely a trustworthy entity with 0 scandals. Horrible microtransactions, only slightly better than EA. God, how times change. During this time, a mysterious project called Tiger was in the works. An ambitious, lore-filled sci-fi online shooter that was eventually going to be unleashed upon the earth as Destiny. 2013, Bungie makes an announcement. My god, is that a spaceship? A laser cannon? Magic? Space? Demonic space creatures? The fans scream in joy. Destiny, a Bungie title which promised solo and group adventures. Simple, right? 2014, launch day. Destiny drops for both last-gen and current-gen consoles. Hype explodes. Gameplay is fun, but there are issues. Weak storytelling, logs, environmental hints, and 100+ inconsistent story points. A lacking endgame, repeat missions, grind-heavy content, PvE PvP balance chaos. Replayability, the infamous go to A, kill X, scout Z syndrome. And now, God rolls and Vault of Glass. What is a God roll, you ask? Stats aligned to make a weapon perfect. But RNG is cruel. 4 out of 5 perks? Too bad. Time for another 14-hour grinding shift into Vault of Glass.
Or CBT.
For the Fatebringer or Vision of Confluence. The Dark Below, December 9th, 2014. $25.50. Quota awaits, your sanity optional. House of Wolves, May 19th, 2015. $25.50. Prison of Elders, Blue RNG, repeat. The Taken King, September 15th, 2015. $51. New subclasses, Raid, and Sleepless Nights guaranteed. Also, 0 bugs with sword interactions. Not a single bug whatsoever. Rise of Iron, September 20, 2016, $51. Wrath of the Machine, Iron Temple, and the final descent into grinding hell. Players either cried, grinded, or queued up for Destiny 2, wondering if Bungie had actually created a game or a lifestyle. Critical alert. Critical alert! Critical alert! The suits were in disbelief. We are losing money, they said. How can we force the average consumer to indulge in our scam? I mean legitimate business practices. What if we nerf every single weapon after an expansion releases so people are forced to buy or be left behind? Genius. Chapter 3, Destiny 2. Remember Destiny? Yeah, its sequel, Destiny 2 started active development only 1 year after Destiny's launch. Realizing a live service game couldn't print infinite money forever, they did the unthinkable. Released yet another game. The excuse? More story, engaging graphics, smoother gameplay, etc. The usual AAA selling points. There was one question. Will our progress carry over? Obviously not, said Bungie with a daring smile. Like any Bungie game, it shipped with bugs, many of which were features. Want to buy cosmetics? Base game, $59.99. They will later be released for free. Campaign length, 6 to 8 hours. Strikes, 4. DLC and expansions returned full throttle. New guns, maps, and story, all for an obviously reasonable price. Meanwhile, the story got worse. Just to name a few, Osiris fell somewhere. Rasputin. Kate 9 dies. Somebody tries to resurrect orcs. Again. The darkness is just misunderstood. Witch resurrected by light. Taken still existing. Who is Nimbus? Story points inconsistently explained. Lore holes everywhere. How do we make room for new content? What happens to old stuff? And how much should we charge for content that is slowly becoming unplayable? The answer? Vault it. Introduced in 2019 with the Beyond Light expansion, Bungie began vaulting old planets, missions, strikes, and other content. Reason given? Technical limitations, maintaining game size, and making room for new expansions. Lock away missions and save story for future expansions. Players pay little to nothing for access. Bungie profits, and old content becomes nostalgic yet inaccessible. Thanks to this, D2 could sell content without worrying about players complaining about prices. A 2024 to 2025 lawsuit revolves around vaulted content being unavailable for evidence, as Bungie removed original missions and locations, which the plaintiff argues are crucial to show originality. Bungie vaults the Red War campaign entirely, making it unplayable, even internally. The campaign, which introduced the Red Legion, Strip Powers, and Traveler Pearl, is now effectively lost media.